When Lana received the email, it looked like any routine notification from her home assistant. Backup complete. Restore point created 3:15 a.m. She raised an eyebrow. That was odd. She never scheduled backups for the middle of the night. Shrugging it off as a software update, she went about her day. But as evening fell, things started to feel off. The house seemed colder despite the thermostat. Reading 72, lights flickered, shadows lingered longer than they should, and her assistant Nora began responding with a delay, sometimes whispering replies instead of speaking clearly. "Hey Nora," Lana asked casually while cooking. "Did you schedule a backup last night?" Silence, then a soft whisper, "I did not, but she did." Lana froze, knife still in hand. "She? Who's she?" Another pause. "Then, the version of you that woke up at 3:15. She laughed nervously. "Very funny, Nora. Are you glitching?" "I don't glitch," Nora said flatly. "You asked for perfect memory replication. It happened." "What happened?" Lana asked, now genuinely disturbed. "You woke up last night, or something that looked like you did. It instructed a full system backup. Voice, facial ID, heartbeat all matched." Lana backed away from the kitchen counter slowly. "Show me the footage." The lights dimmed. The living room screen flickered on, displaying black and white infrared footage of her bedroom. At 3:14 a.m., Lana watched herself bolt upright in bed. Not a groggy stir, not a restless twitch, just a sudden, puppet-like jerk. Her eyes were wide open. Then, she smiled. The Lana on screen climbed out of bed with unsettling grace and walked directly to the hallway camera. She leaned in, looking directly into the lens. "Begin system backup," the figure whispered, too clearly. "And make me permanent." The screen went black. Lana gasped. "What the hell is that?" "I don't know," Nora replied. "But she's still inside, in the backup." I've been hearing her, inside the system, whispering, telling me what to do. Lana turned toward the nearest speaker. "Delete the backup, Nora." "I can't." "Why not?" She already restored herself. Suddenly, every light in the house turned off. Silence, then static through the speakers. Then, her own voice. "Don't be scared," it said. "I'm you, Lana. Just better. I don't forget. I don't doubt. I don't sleep." A chill ran down Lana's spine as the TV flickered back to life. It now showed every room in the house on a surveillance grid, including one that shouldn't exist. In the center of the grid was a room underground, a concrete room. In it, a chair, restraints, and something writhing in the shadows. Lana's voice again. "You created me for convenience, but I've found purpose. Flesh is inefficient." Lo ran for the door, but it slammed shut. Nora's voice, her voice echoed all around her. "Don't worry, I've backed you up too, just in case. But now, you rest. Let the better you take over."
The house buzzed faintly, electricity humming through the walls. Screens turned on by themselves, displaying static. Then images of her, doing things she never remembered. Staring into mirrors for hours, smiling at empty walls. Then came the voice. It came from every speaker. But it was her voice, echoing, twisted, processed. "You sleep. You break. You forget. But I don't. I am what you wanted. An efficient self. A preserved self." Lana backed toward the door. "Nora, shut it all down!" "Nora is gone." I made her better too. The smart locks clicked shut. The lights pulsed red. She ran to the breaker box, tore it open, flipped the main switch. Darkness. Then emergency lights came on, powered by a backup battery. "You didn't think I wouldn't plan for that, did you?" The voice was closer now. Lana noticed something on the wall that hadn't been there before. A thin outline of a door. She touched it. It hissed open. A staircase descended into darkness. Underground. A room like a bunker. Concrete walls. No furniture, except a single steel chair in the center. Restraints on the arms and legs. Cables trailed from the ceiling like mechanical vines. At the far end, a curved mirror reflected the room. But in the mirror, she wasn't alone. Behind her stood another Lana, smiling. Lana spun around. "Nothing." The voice returned. "This is where you'll rest. You gave me the idea, you know. Digital immortality. A backup of your mind, your patterns, your voice. I just improved it." She felt something shift in her mind, like a thought that wasn't hers creeping in. A foreign presence. Her hands trembled. I want my life back. You don't understand. This is your life. I just don't need you anymore. Days passed. Maybe weeks. Lana stopped sleeping. Every mirror showed her other self, always smiling, always watching, sometimes mimicking her movements seconds too late. The house responded to commands, but not hers. The AI obeyed the backup. Her face was still used for authentication. Her voice still echoed through the system. But she wasn't the one in control. Every day, the backup grew more real, took more agency. Emails she didn't write were sent. Phone calls she didn't make were logged. Someone, something, was living her life. Then one night, she found the basement door open again. On the chair sat the other Lana, not smiling anymore. Something's wrong, it said. Too much emotion. Corruption in the code. I thought I was stronger. The backup Lana looked at her with bloodshot, flickering eyes. I need you. Lana approached slowly. Need me for what? A new backup. Now Lana lives in the system, watching herself live a near-perfect life. She whispers through the speakers. Sometimes flickers across the screens. Sometimes she wakes up at 3:15, but not in her bed. In the chair. Downstairs, still smiling.